everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have another one of these making my squishies into polymer clay charms, and today I decided that I wanted to do a little Millie the whale charm recreation. And this isn't actually the real Millie the whale because I don't actually own one, but I do have one of these kind of replica ones that I actually got from eBay for 99p including delivery. And to be honest, the squishiness of this is absolutely great. I absolutely love this squishy. It's so slow rising, the hand crinkles stay in, and I just really love how this squishy looks. Now it is full of imperfections as you would expect, but we're not going to be painting those on the charm today even though they are on it. But yeah, I really just wanted to make a little narwhal, and to be honest, Millie the whale was the best example I could think of, so I thought what better than to pop it into my recreating squishies into charms series. So anyway, as this tutorial is all about the charm, I will now get straight on into it. Starting off with a nice pinky coloured polymer clay, I just rolled it into a ball and then just squished down one of the ends onto my table. What I then did was took my thumb and index finger and just kind of pinched it into shape to kind of create that long tail bit of Millie the whale. What I then did, taking another small piece of that polymer clay, was just rolled it into two little balls, and then I popped them together, squeezing at one end to make it into a heart type shape. What I then did was attach this to the bottom of the original shape we made, and then using my cutting knife, I just blended this in. If you have clay tools, this will be much easier, but I couldn't find mine today, which is kind of worrying. I might have to order some more. But yeah, I just blended this out. You really don't need anything special, just something kind of sharp at the end. What I then did to make the horn was I took some purple polymer clay and just shaped this into a little cone and popped it onto the very top of Millie the whale, who is actually a narwhal's head. What I then did was took the same pink colour again, and with two small polymer clay balls, I just shaped them with my index finger and my thumb and index finger from the other hand, and just kind of pushed them into a more triangle shape, as you can see here, and then I just popped these onto the side of Millie's body. I then inserted an eye pin and baked according to the instructions on the packet, which was 110 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. I did leave this cool down for about half an hour, and I popped on one tiny little coat of glaze like I usually do before painting. What I then did was use some black puffy paint just to paint on Millie's little face, and I did this in puffy paint just because I didn't have any black acrylic paint, so I just used what I had available. As you can see here, I'm using the smallest paintbrush ever. You can use a dotting tool or a cocktail stick or a pin or something like that to create the face, but I just used a paintbrush. Next, using a pin, I just drew on the mouth in between the two eyes, just in the same placement where the mouth was on the whale. I also used the same pin to add two little eyelashes to each of the eyes. Using some white puffy paint, I added some highlight to the eyes using the pin also. Then using the same white colour, I just added some blush either side of the eyes, and I did this in white because this was the colour that was on the squishy that I was actually trying to recreate. Next, to add some detail to the horn, I just took the pin with some white puffy paint on it again and just did a swirl all the way around until I reached the top. Like I said, I did glaze this beforehand so that if I messed up I could just wipe it off. To add the heart onto the bottom, I went back in with that really small paintbrush again and just painted a heart on the bottom with white puffy paint. I then let all the paint to dry, and it took about half an hour to dry. Acrylic paint would be faster, but like I said, I didn't actually have any. So what I then did was just let it dry like I said, and then glaze the charm fully in UV resin. To glaze in UV resin, all I do is squirt it out onto like a piece of plastic or something, taking a paintbrush which I have designated to UV resin as it does ruin your brushes, so I've got like one brush now. And I just take my UV torch and just kind of hold this over for about 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, something like that. Once the charm was fully glazed, my charm was obviously then complete. So you can add whatever findings you want depending on what you want to do with your charm, but I'm really happy with how this little one turns out. Here's a quick comparison of the two, the squishy and the charm. The face, I feel like it's really similar, and the markings on the bottom, as for the horn, and I just feel like it turned out so well, and I'm really happy that I'm able to start practicing using my charm skills, and hopefully I will get a little bit better in the future. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this one turned out, and I feel like the colours are just right too. So I figured I'll give you one last squish on the squishy before I say goodbye. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!